So the dev has been updated today, guys, and I'm gonna show to you guys some of the stuff, but there isn't a lot of things to talk about, okay? So bear with me, okay? The first thing is that in the hangar over here, I'm gonna show in a custom battle as well, but you can now choose basically what type of radar mode you're gonna use when you spawn in. So now, for example, radar mode, you can choose whatever the mode is, the search size, basically, right? The search mode and the actual scale. You can choose it, and when you actually get in the case of the TWS there, I chose TWS HDN 6012 and 100 kilometers. You will notice that it is at 100 kilometers, TWS HDN, and 6012 degrees. So very cool to see this, and it really does like make it a little bit less annoying to operate these radars sometimes, especially Russian radars that have like 100 modes over here for you to actually take a look. But another thing, before I show this, I mean, I don't even need to show, but this is you're able to actually choose these in a normal match as well, okay guys? So before you spawn in, it will be there as well, okay? And then we gotta talk about the nerf, the big nerf, the nerf that Gaijin said it was going to come, the nerf for the radar of the SU-34, our beloved first fully PESA radar that we have in the game, right? So the radar got nerfed by quite a lot, actually. So the size of the actual vertical beam, you know, it's half of what it was. It was around 1.5 degrees. Now it's 3 degrees. It was 3.5 degrees or 3 degrees, and it is now 1.5. So it's half of what it was, meaning that the speed itself is still the same, okay? But since it is divided more, it takes basically twice as much time to do a whole scan, which is very annoying and sad. But there is good news about this as well, that these PESA radars, they can do something apparently that Gaijin is not adding right now, which is basically have a quick look every single time they detect a target. They can have a quick look on whatever the target is again. So it would basically detect it, and even though I'm, you know, looking at other places, it would still continue to identify the target there. As you see, it is kind of working, right? So as you see, it is a continuation of a TWS lock so that you don't lose where the targets are. So yeah, maybe this is already implemented, I don't know, but at least, I mean, it takes a little bit of time, but at least TWS knows where the targets are actually at all times, right? Which is pretty good. But yeah, this is the nerf. And just a disclaimer, guys, today I did a video before showing the flight model of the SU-34, and yeah, if you do one thing, if you actually, if you use takeoff flaps to do the Cobra, guys, you can do a better Cobra. Somebody commented that, and I wanted to actually show to you guys a little bit of how it is. Let me just get a little bit more speed. So if you use the takeoff flaps, hold up, and do the Cobra, you can do a 180. So yeah, kind of crazy, isn't it? But you can do a 180 basically. That's how crazy the flight model of this thing is. But yeah, let's continue, guys. Another little thing about the SU-34 is that now, I forgot to mention, some of these are from yesterday that I just forgot to mention as well, guys. The Cobra 250 LG now has its own model, as you see, which is very different from the model that it was before. So very interesting, very long bomb. Like it looks like a missile, right? So if you even, let me check it out, the back part, it doesn't have anything to actually have an engine here, but it looks like a missile. It's very interesting, right? Another thing is that, oh sorry, a lot of RWRs, I didn't understand properly because it's kind of funny. A lot of RWRs are supposed to be the ALR56C, like cockpit RWR. Basically, it's complicated. I don't know. Like the F-14A now has the ALR56C as a cockpit RWR. the F-14B, the F-15J, JM, but when you look at it, it is still the ALR-45. So I don't know what they are messing with in the files, but apparently they're changing a little bit of the RWR of the F-14s. Maybe they're becoming a later model or something like that. Especially the A. The A has one of the worst RWRs ever for these BRs, so kind of makes sense, to be honest, but still very weird. We had more flares, more chaff actually for some of the Mirages 2000s. So now it has 112, just chaff countermeasure. So you are obliged to use the chaff countermeasure. Before you could have like 40 something, I don't remember, but it was way less than this. So no reason to use chaff in these selectors now. Okay, just use flares because you already will have automatically by like default 112 chaff. So I chose both of them there, chose fully chaffed, fully flare, you know, and you will see that it will respawn, as you see. We have 64 flares that I chose, but the 112 chaff is there, you know. So this is for every Mirage 2000 basically, I think, or most of them, like the 2000Cs and you know, not the, probably just the CS5 and the 2005F and the EI and stuff like that, right? But yeah, more chaff for the Mirages, which is pretty great. A lot of the new RWRs as well, of the changes on the RWRs, will identify the ADATs, you know. So most of the RWRs you will see in top tier for Russia, US, and many other nations basically are going to identify the ADATs, the ASRAD, and some other things. So yeah, they are improving the way that identify some of these RWRs, which is pretty nice. And then we're gonna talk about some of the other things that were found in the files and some other things, okay? The first thing is that, guys, no update this week. It is already confirmed, okay? So no update this week. You can go home, sleep, me included. And yeah, update only next week for sure, probably, okay? So, yeah, they confirmed that it is not coming this week. Other changes include the addition of 2 vehicles, or 3 vehicles, technically. It's kind of funny, actually. One of them is the SDKFZ-251, which is a half-track vehicle. In this model, I would say that it is the one that it's the most like normal one, standard personnel carrier. So maybe it's for like missions or something like that, but I don't know, it's just a normal German half-track. It's in the files, but it's not used. Other 2 vehicles include the BTR-82A, which is basically the upgraded, like latest production model of the BTR-80A that we already have in the game, you know. So 30mm gun is still there, and it has the GLONASS system, some other like systems internally, but it's just a modernized one with better improved armor a little bit, spall liners, more modern night vision systems, stuff like that, you know. A new gun actually that it is a little bit more just like less complex, if I'm not mistaken, or something. Oh no, it's actually the same gun, forget. But yeah, anyway, this was it. And another version, the BTR-82AT, which is an upgraded BTR-82A that has 3rd generation thermal imaging systems for the gunner, a better like system overall, fire control system. It can also mount the Cornet ATGM, and it has enhanced slat armors as well. So basically it has more armor, can use like a Cornet launcher, and it has better systems overall. Okay, night visions and stuff and thermals. So some of this stuff that it is there. So some other vehicles include that were added to the files that were leaked actually from before. The KV-1 1942 for the USSR, vehicle that it is added to other countries already. The Mi-4V, a Czechoslovakian version of the Mi-4 that was leaked a while back, and now it's just a normal exit, you know, so maybe will be added. And then the STRV-101R that was also leaked, but yeah, another version of the Centurion for the Swedish. So a lot of vehicles there. We don't know if they're gonna be added or not, but yeah, Very interesting, right, guys? Well, yeah, basically this is it for the last day of the basically dev server. I don't think they're gonna continue with the dev server. I think most of the stuff is already ready, but I said that last time, so I don't know. Maybe this patch will be released in December. I don't know. With the way that everything is, it's just weird right now, right? But anyway, these are it for the changes, for the new stuff, and yeah, I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye guys, see you.